Hi, Taurus. This will be your mid-month reading, although it's very late. I do apologize. Some very heavy family things going on that just... Anyway. Okay, Knight of Wands just flew out, actually. We'll get started. We're going to look at relationships first, and then briefly we're going to look at singles. And after that, we will look at briefly career, workplace, that sort of thing. So we'll get started with relationships first. And we're going to take a look at who you are dealing with in this love scenario first, all right? So let's take a look at who Taurus is dealing with from now till the end of November. Oops. Okay, Taurus. Who is Taurus dealing with? Taurus is watching this video. Who are they dealing with from now till the end of November? Okay. All right, one more and we're good. Okay, Taurus. Let's see. Ooh, yikes. Okay. All right. So it seems like this might be a little bit of a hard reading. Let's see. Well, I haven't put your cards down yet. See how you guys are playing off of each other. I do have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so this seems like it's probably a pretty heavy situation. Currently, they have the Death card, the Chariot card, and the King of Pentacles. All right, so, I mean, they could be an earth sign, that's possible. Maybe they're a Scorpio, maybe they're a Cancer, whatever. We can go by those. But, I mean, to me, this is more message-related rather than looking at individual signs. So, I feel like they're, I don't know, this is a tough call because we'll see how the rest of the cards play out and we'll look at outcome cards too. And also remember, this is a brief reading. It's just a snapshot of time. It's just a couple weeks, so things can change as they go down the road. But with the Death card and the Chariot card, I feel like this person is like over something and they want to move on. Now, it could be, too, there was maybe, maybe something else is going on in your situation. Maybe there literally was some sort of death and they have to travel and, maybe it was a father or, something like that. There's that scenario, too. But we're looking at a relationship reading. So, if that's the case, then that's all that's going on. If not, then, I got to look at the fact that with the Death card and Chariot, I feel like, they feel like something is heavy and they're feeling over, something, and they want to move on. They want to, but the thing is with the Chariot, there's one horse in there. So it's like they just want to move on by themselves. Okay. And with the King of Pentacles, I feel like too, like they want to kind of, I don't want to say like hoard, their stuff, from you or something like that, but a little bit, like I don't know. That's not quite right. No, I feel like with the King of Pentacles, it's just about them right now. Like they want to focus on them and their career and their, their finances and growing more money and, that sort of thing. All right. So actually, I'm going to take that back. I don't feel like it is a selfish hoarding thing. I don't feel that. I feel like they just want to focus on themselves and like be, I say this a lot sometimes with this guy, it's like I see like a midlife crisis-y kind of behavior here, like where they want to just go and like buy the sports car and, go do things that they didn't normally do, but like also keep building their wealth and focus on their job. As far as their feelings towards you, I have the Wheel and then I have the Five of Wands. So, with the Wheel, I feel like it's turning towards even more confusion, which is good in a way. Like if you're hoping to get this person back, okay, even though these cards are pretty negative, and dense, it is good in a way that like, they start off with this like Death card and wanting to move on and just focus on themselves. But then how they feel towards you is the Wheel, like things are changing. They're not changing necessarily for the better, but that now they're just changing to being confused. So in a sense, that's like good, because maybe there's like maybe something happened where they're confused, like, oh, maybe I don't want to end this, maybe, that sort of thing, and I'm just giving you kind of like a little bit of, if this is somebody that you want, to work out and things, it could be that. Um, Either way, I mean, I do feel, with the wheel and the Five of Wands, that it is something is changing here, and it's getting chaotic and it's getting confusing. All right, as far as the way they feel towards you. Now, their outcome card is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is, it's not a great card. It's a common card though. So it's not, I don't have the Ten of Swords here. I don't have the Three of Swords here. So like I said, this is just a small snapshot of how they're feeling now. That doesn't mean just because the Death card is here in the Chariot that they are going to do this thing. That doesn't mean that they're going to take off and go do their own thing and just think about them. But it is in their personality right now. So things could change, With the Nine of Swords, it mostly means, just kind of maybe being a little bit regretful about something. It could also be that they feel like, and I'm not saying you have done this to them, because to me it's a little bit of a self-pity kind of card, but they might feel like you are preying on them in some way, with the wolf in the background there. But again, that doesn't mean you are. I don't feel like you are. I think it's just like their perception of things. But, there is a bright kind of star in the background, so there's still hope for this thing. It's just that they're adding undue stress to the situation. They're making it, like, what is it? Mountains out of molehills, or, whatever that phrase is, to me in this. All right. They do have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So with the World card and the Choice card, but I tend to feel like from this person's personality that even though they may like kind of want this, that they won't follow through with it. Because like I said, they're confused. So let me see how your cards are, and then we'll kind of like see what's going on here. If it's not any of those self-pity-ish type of things, and like if this really was like some sort of situation in the family or something like this can also just be kind of mourning. And, that sort of energy, it's mopey energy, so, and sometimes it can be legit, that doesn't have to be like self-pity. I mean, maybe they're literally mourning, that could be too. And they could be confused about like a journey that they need to take, somewhere they need to go, Okay, so let's see where you are at. Where is Taurus at with all of this? Where's Taurus at with this? Where's Taurus at? Okay, one more shuffle and we're good. Where's Taurus at with all this? Ooh, all right. Okay, so you do have the Three of Swords and how you feel towards this person. So I do feel like you're feeling betrayed, or you're feeling hurt, or something's going on here. You have the Five of Cups at the bottom too. To me, the Five of Cups in this deck usually kind of leans towards third-party situation, and you do have the Three of Swords. Just the three cups spilled there. I mean, in any other deck it can mean that too, but in this one I really kind of feel that, but they're still sturdy, holding the two cups, the two cups of love. Two of Cups means like love and connection. They're still holding those up, but to me it's like they're like kind of pissed, and it's like it's hard, for them to kind of get over what has fallen, what has spilled out, what secrets have come out, whatever that may be. I feel like they're still strong, but they're angry, and probably for good reason, most likely, for you. Okay, so yeah, I do think some sort of truth has come out here. With the Page of Swords, the Hermit, and the Ten of Cups, I feel like like you are getting wise to this situation, and this is you want the Ten of Cups. You want this family connection. You want all of this, the friends, that you guys have, all that kind of stuff. But there's like this big truth, and it's lurking. And I think you're starting to look at it, and inspect it, that sort of thing. How you feel towards them is, I feel anger. I feel like there's anger towards this. You feel betrayed, and or you may feel, I shouldn't say you feel betrayed, you may feel, betrayed. You may feel angry also with this, and you also may be very protective, over, whatever situation you have, whether you have a family or it's just you guys, maybe it's just your heart you're being protective over. But I feel like you're like, yeah, like the passions are on hold, everything's on hold, that sort of thing. And I do feel some anger. I feel communication is what you need. You need to find out what's going on, with this Page of Wands as your outcome, because that Page of Wands has his ear out. He's like waiting to hear something, and he's trying to listen and trying to figure out what the message is. And there's 3 birds up here. So, again, with the 3s, I kind of feel this is a little bit third party-ish with this. And I feel like communication is not coming. So in this instance, I will go with this card that we had originally for who you are dealing with, as this looks to me like regret and remorse, that sort of thing. They are confused, about what maybe they've done or what they will, what is going on. This could be reversed, maybe you were the one with the third party situation or something, but maybe, you feel like you had good reason to have, that sort of experience too. And, it's really hard to tell. Let me put one card down for your mutual outcome with this, just towards the end of December. Let's see where this is, where this might be headed. So give me one mutual energy card for these two for the end of, I keep saying December, I'm sorry, November, the end of November. End of November. What may be the mutual outcome with these two towards the end of November? Ooh, all right. And I drew the 5 of Cups again. So okay, you have the Sun card underneath though. All right, so the mutual energy, for this, unfortunately, through this part until the end of November is still the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is, it's a sadness card. It's about, knowing things have been lost now, knowing that there still is love there and all of those things, but like something's spilled out, something's changed, something's different. So, that energy is still going to be, or maybe still be around, but you do have the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. So that's a good fortunate sign that whatever this is may, clear up and to, give you more happiness. This would be for you, actually, mutual energy for both of you. You may start a new cycle. It's possible that I do see some legal cards here that you may end up walking away or something like that, or looking into legal type things or something like that down the road. But you have very positive cards either way. So you guys may mend this up, or it's like maybe you're over this and you're looking, to maybe look into some legal stuff and see what your options are too. That could be. But you do have the Sun card. So that tells me most likely more heading into December that there's going like this density, this heaviness, will be kind of over, and you'll be, kind of a little bit more relieved and moving towards a little bit happier type feelings going on in the household for you. So I like that part. But this is hard. This is, it's tough. Definitely. Definitely my heart goes out to you with this energy. I get that. That's pretty tough, to deal with. But, hopefully communication, the things you need to know, and you need to communicate to, will kind of, culminate maybe towards December. So, okay. All right. So let's move on towards singles. Let's see what's going on with singles. All right. Single Tauruses. Oh, interesting. Okay. Single Tauruses. Single Tauruses from now till the end of November. Single Tauruses now till the end of November. Interesting. Okay. All right. So let's see. You have the seven. I'm sorry, the eight of coin. You have the devil card, and you have the six of coin. Okay. So with the eight of coin, this could definitely be someone at work or involved in your workplace or somebody who admires your work or a client, something like that. Not necessarily. This could be just somebody that you've been working on. That it's like especially with the devil card there, that's possible. But either way, it's a good card. Doesn't really say too much in the single realm. You do have pentacles here, so that's why I tend to think this maybe involves like work related type things. The devil card is smack in the middle though, so it could just be that you're working on a Capricorn, because it is a card for Capricorn. If not, then the devil card it's probably something that is might not be the best, healthiest thing for you to pursue, but you can't help it because you just feel like so attracted to this person, or so, there's some sort of magnetism there that you just kind of, it's hard to resist, kind of thing. So, with the six of coin, I mean, it's a good card in a singles reading though. It's a little odd. I mean, I think this person will reach out to you. I mean, to me, the six of coin is sometimes about receiving a gift. And that sounds, we're in the holiday, time, so that could be, although that might be a little early to be receiving some sort of Christmas gift. But it could be something like that, or them reaching out, or maybe it could just be that things just seem sort of balanced right now. Like, ooh, I think might be working out. What was kind of like that devil energy and a little toxic and that sort of thing. Maybe it's starting to kind of balance out, and you're thinking maybe there is something here, that sort of deal. Very well could be dealing with a Cancer too, or a Capricorn. I do have the sign of that at the bottom. That's why Cancer, but possibly Scorpio too. The Chariot card is at the bottom with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, and then the Three of Cups. So, and we have the Sun card and some other stuff here too. And I see a little sneaking around here a little bit too. But, this could possibly start turning into something a little better, and I don't want to put false hope out there, because I mean, the cards are, like they could go either way. I see some good stuff. I see some not so good stuff. All right. So, but it's a possibility that from this like kind of gift, or them reaching out, or you reaching out and giving them a gift, whatever it may be, or just having this balance that's not so like crazy tumultuous, kind of energy going on, like where things kind of settle down into a little bit more of a flow, that you guys could end up being, this could be interesting because the Chariot could indicate, going on a little trip together, maybe they want to take you to meet the family, that could be. For like maybe that's what this is. It's an extension of a invite, to travel along with me, go meet my family, and you guys get to kind of act the King and Queen of Wands for a while, which is a very passionate couple, very different than the devil energy, so it'd be like nice and light and enthusiastic and passionate, things like that. So, that's possible. So I see good stuff for you for the singles. This seems like somebody that you might have already met. I mean, it could be somebody that like you've been working on for a while, like I said, and then all of a sudden, they kind of come through, so that could be it too. But it seems like it would be somebody that you kind of already know is in existence. So I don't see this for some of you singles, in other words, I don't see this as someone coming from out of nowhere. All right. So it seems like somebody you've either been, having your eye on, or kind of going back and forth with a little bit, that sort of thing. That's what it appears to be to me. So I think you're in for some good times, like for this time period, and from there we'll see where it goes. All right, okay. Let's see. All right, so let's look at the workplace and career and all that. Workplace and career for Taurus. Taurus, workplace and career. And career for the Taurus. Okay, 2 more. Okay, Taurus, end of November. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's a six of coin again, and that was in the singles reading about somebody at the workplace. So, you might want to look at that if you didn't. All right, so overall looks like a pretty good read here. Let me just put one more card down here. Hold on. Deck got messed up. Okay. Overall. Okay. Oh, all right. All right, so overall, I think this is a good reading. All right, we start off with King of Wands and the Judgment card right in the center, okay? So King of Wands, very, good at delegating, good at taking control of things, good at having ideas. It's like an idea man or an idea woman, okay? Lots of good things like that. With Judgment card over it, I think this is maybe possibly the resurrection of some sort of passionate idea you had before. All right, or just some sort of it's something about resurrecting something that you were that maybe you were proactive about at one time, but maybe then it got shelved or something like that. I feel like something's coming back around. For those of you in legal type situations, let me just get that one right out of the way. You have with the Judgment card, you have the Ace of Swords in your position, so I feel like you will be victor in that situation. So if you have any legal things, that's what that is. So I'll stop talking about that. Okay, so with the Page of Wands here too, at the bottom, at the foundation, I feel like this is like something new coming in. Like somebody spurs your, like reminds you of something, or some news comes in that, like I said, it's some sort of information about something that was from the past and now is being resurrected, but in a good way. All right, may have something to do with this person too, because the Queen of Cups is kind of who you're looking at in this. So this could be like a female leadership position person, or this could be like your mom. I mean, it's really kind of a tough call who that is in a general reading. But at the top you have the Two of Cups. Okay, so some of this might tie into that singles reading a little bit because maybe you guys work together or something like that too. But with this Page of Wands at the foundation and the Two of Cups at top, I feel like this is news coming in that is a really good connection for you. So like I said, also, if you're looking for work or something with the Ace of Swords, this looks like a good, start. Like you'll be starting something new and that sort of thing. It'll be a really great match. So the Two of Cups could be an actual love interest that you work together with. If it's not, then to me, it's just about news coming in that either somebody at work is into you, or it's news coming in about some sort of new aspect of work or new something that is a really good match for you. All right, so it could be a new job, it could be a new position, it could be a new assignment, whatever, those types of things. Now you do have the Nine of Swords in the near future. All right, so the Nine of Swords, they're a little stressed out. They're a little concerned, and what you're concerned about is this Queen of Cups. So this may be you. That's possible. Maybe the King of Wands isn't you. Maybe the King of Wands is some sort of boss. Maybe this is your boss, and you feel like maybe they are making some sort of judgment about you. Maybe it's like you're up for review soon or something like that. If so, your cards are good. But whatever this is, whoever this woman is, it could be you, could be somebody else. Like I said, it can be a million people in general read. But it just seems like it's got you anxious and you're a little bit worried about it, and it's maybe not sleeping that well. That kind of thing. You do have the Ace of Swords in your position, though. So you can probably pretty much knock that out. A little worry is fine, but, don't go crazy with it because you do have the Ace of Swords, which is a victorious card. It's also the card of truth. And it's not about like cutting out anything, you know, because it's in your position. So it's not like you would fire yourself or anything like that. So when it's in your position like this is a crowning victory. So it's a very good card. It's also something fresh and new that you may be getting started on, you know, something like that. And this may be, you know, something that kind of is perfect for you to, because you're the one that can make this happen. You know, it's like I feel like this magician here is either someone that will help you put all the pieces into place to get this rolling and you know make the best outcome, or you know it's just kind of your energy, you know, and it's just saying, hey, you know, you've got all the right tools, everything you need, you know, you don't need to be here, you know, everything's good and all that sort of thing. Now your outcome card is the King of Cups. So that's a little odd because that's not really like a Taurus card necessarily, but it is a higher up type of card. So it's like being in a position of control and those types of things. But this could be someone else too. I'm not really sure how this plays in. But I will say that the 6 of coin is under the deck. So it could be that this is your like superior or whoever is, you know, might be above you if that's the case. And they are giving you a gift, you know, so in other words, if you had a review, the review went well and you're getting more money. Okay. So that's the way I would look at that. Oh yeah, you have the Sun and the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck too. So those are really good cards. So I feel like this person is going to be, you know, responsible for something, you know, that's going to give you more money, more, you know, it could just be a small gift. You know, maybe it's something like the company gives out, you know, as a gift. It is holiday season, but it's something that would make you happy and it's fairly substantial. So I do like that. Let's see if we can get who the King of Cups is. You also have the 3 of Cups from that other deck that I pulled. And the 3 of Cups is about celebrating. So I really like that too. King of Cups. Oh, jeez. It's like totally, I just totally lost my cards. King of Cups. Knight of Swords. Okay, so it's going to be pretty quick, too. You have the Empress at the bottom of the deck, so, you know, I do see some, with the King of Pentacles. So definitely, you know, power couple here. I just see something good coming in swiftly. You know, I don't want to get you too excited. It's not like, oh my God, like fantastic or anything like that. But, you know, it's something pretty decent coming your way. Looks like it's working in your favor. Any type of judgments that are being put upon you or actual legal judgments. Either way, it looks favorable in your position with the victory card of Ace of Swords. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Looks good. This is your weakest card, and it is in your near future. But again, you know, all your other cards are conquering, you know, and good. So I don't feel like you'll stay in that energy too long. So, so if you find yourself there, you know, in a few days or something, try to remember that, you know, this reading that, okay, pretty soon I got the Ace of Swords and Magician. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If so, I appreciate thumbs ups and comments and subscriptions and all of those good things to help my channel. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. Have a good rest of the month. All right. Bye. Oh, damn it.